Last night I was woken up at 4 o'clock in the morning by a prophetic dream that I know for a fact that God gave me. And I know this because a lot of the things that God spoke to me once I woke up from the dream, I had no working knowledge of it, and I went to actually look it up. Please know that God does deal with me in dreams, but this is not a consistent thing. This is not something that God does regularly with me. When I do have a dream, I know that it's prophetic and I know that it's from God. And God is always, most definitely, is speaking to me. And again, in this dream, I'm still praying about a lot of the revelation in the dream. But in the dream, I had that America was attacked. And when I say attacked, it was a physical attack to the point where it was so much chaos. People was trying to find out who, when, where, what, and why. It was so random, and so when it happened, it was a lot of confusion to where people was trying to figure out who was the country, why, where, what. It was a lot of confusion to the point where I heard the word Iran. It started saying Iran. At that point, I woke myself up out of the dream because it kind of, I don't want to say that I was fearful, but it was very disturbing and startling that I woke up. The moment I woke up, I heard the word Mahadi. Now, mind you, the way that God speaks to me is very comical because, number one, God knows us. He knows us in detail. The Lord said Mahadi to me because he knew that I would spell it wrong when I went to look it up. And that's not being funny. I be having spelling issues, and the Lord knows that. After I heard Mahadi, the Lord literally said to me, the prosecution of the saints is coming. You must prepare the people. He went on to say that this is urgent. I want to also preface this by saying I'm not super knowledgeable about the Islamic religion. So hearing the word Mahadi was a little foreign to me. I thought I had heard it. I wasn't sure. The only thing I know about the Islamic religion is that it very much so mirrors Christianity, but they just serve a different God. They serve a different God. So please understand, I am very ignorant somewhat to a lot of the foundational things concerning their religion. So I would not have known this word. God has done this to me before, has given me words and me not know that it's a real word. Just like one of my other dreams, and it went super viral, humanoid or something like that. Transhumanism, and the Lord spoke that to me like in a dream as well. I actually had a dream about that, and that video is way down on my page. So to my point, back to the dream, after that, once I did that, I went to look up the word Mahadi. Well, I looked it up and I began to start crying because of the revelation and the insight that God gave me concerning what is coming to the country, especially to the Christians. Please believe me, this is not a fear tactic. I'm only can share what the dream that I had and what God spoke to me. So if you're feeling fearful, this is not a time to be fearful. This is a time to connect with God and get your life in order with God. And that you may have the faith to be able to walk out whatever is coming to this country and to Christians. So after I read on Mahadi, what I was calling Mahadi, but that's not the proper way to pronounce it. Basically, Mahadi will restore true religion according to the Islamic community. They believe that it will, he or it, I don't know, will appear at the end of time to bring justice and righteousness to the world. Now, I can't go into depth for the sake of not, trying to cause an uprising or to make this about two different religions, because it is a spirit behind all of this. It's not even about that. So I can't go say what I really want to say, but what I will say is understand when the Bible says nation will rise up against nation, it was not just speaking on country against country. Fast forward, I calls my brother because he's always up really late. And this is 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm trying to explain to him. And my brother is very, very extremely knowledgeable. He's went to Bible college, all this great stuff. And so he began to say, wait a minute. I don't think you're saying Mahadi right. And that was how I knew that God intentionally told me the word Mahadi. It's not Mahadi, it's the Mahdi. I think that's how you say it, the Mahdi. But the way that the Lord said it to me, it was so I can literally spell it out, so I can go and research what he was actually saying to me. We are in an hour where God is talking to his people. And we must understand that God has not left us. He is still in the midst of his people, and he is warning us. He's giving us every sign possible. There are signs and wonders all throughout the skies. People are seeing it every single day. We see it in the upper echelons with the biggie wigs. We are seeing signs and wonders, and God is speaking to us. Please understand, this is not to fear among anybody, but it's for you to understand that God will send warnings to his people, because that is the grace that he has for us and the mercy that he has for us. As I understand that this video may be taken out of context, it may be misunderstood, very well misunderstood. Some people may be offended. I can only do what God has asked me to do, and I'm only being obedient to the Spirit of God. Whether the attack on the Christians here in America, in the dream it was physical, it could have very well have been a symbolization of a spiritual attack, and that spiritual attack could be for the Christians here in America. I know what I heard, and I literally woke up out of my sleep. I'd never heard this word Mahadi, the Mahdi, ever in my life. Please understand that. I may have heard it, but I don't know nothing about none of that. I am a Christian. I love God. I serve God. I read the Bible. I am only knowledgeable about certain aspects of the Muslim community, but that's all I know is God is sending a warning to his people. And at 4 a.m., and that's why I'm sleepy now, very, very much so sleepy. You couldn't even go back to sleep. I sat on this dream all day. I've prayed about it all day. I've talked to my brother. I've talked to my husband concerning this dream. That's how disturbing it was. And it was disturbing because it was almost like I was sorrowful because of the plans of the enemy. So this is the hour. We're living in the end times, people. And I don't know how many times we need warnings and we need proof that we are here. We are living out the book of Revelations. Please be prepared. Prepare your spirit, prepare yourself, draw closer to God, because the hour thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Jesus is the greatest, and it's meant to be. He died on the cross for our iniquities. He came in the flesh, yes, physically. Torture, pain on the cross, he died miserably. But when he come back, he gon' reign majestically. They say it's no proof of Jesus scientifically. They always lie on the king, I mean that's typically. But we don't go off science, this is biblically.